When I developed the tool, the e-commerce business that I was running became completely different. So we started unlocking value from different points that we didn't even know existed. So for example, at that time, we used to bring containers to a warehouse and from the warehouse, ship them to Amazon FBA, simply because that was what everybody was doing. And one day I noticed that that stop cost me $1,500 just to stop at the warehouse. And I was bringing 300 containers per year, which sums up to $450,000. So I was spending $450,000, not counting the cost of the warehouse itself, just to stop at a warehouse with my containers. And I wanted to eliminate that cost. So I went to my freight forwarder at the time and I said, you know what? I want to deliver the containers directly to Amazon. Is that possible? They said, oh, I never heard of that. No, nobody does that. It's impossible. And I said, it must be possible. And I would call Amazon and ask Amazon, and each person at Amazon would say a different thing. And the fact is that nobody knew that was a possibility. And I think we were one of the first, if not the first companies to send containers directly to Amazon without stopping a warehouse. And the way we did it was I selected one of the shipments that we had that had products that were not that important. And it was a smaller container, a 20 GP container. And I said, you know what, if I missed that shipment, it's not that problematic. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try. And I hired another freight forwarding company that is more modern, more open to breaking paradigms, and said, you know, you have to take that to Amazon. And they took it, Amazon took it, and it was perfect. And from that day on, I just sent containers directly to Amazon and saved with that $450,000 per year just in stop at our warehouse. So sending containers directly to the final destination brings a lot of different benefits. The first of them is saving the cost of $1,500 just to stop at a warehouse. The second of them is that you have a shorter lead time of your product. So now your product is arriving at final destination before it used to arrive because you have one less stop. And that means a shorter working capital cycle. So you need less money to operate the same company. When we started operating in this new way, we used to have $10 million in sales and almost no margin. And what happened was, with this shifting mentality, we actually focused on the right products. So we were purchasing the products that sold. We had intelligence to tell us what sold well, what was the margin to the penny of each one of the products. And we were able to prioritize the right products. We were able to bring them with shorter lead times. And that way we reduced our sales, our revenue, from $10 million to around $7 million. And we increased our margin from almost zero to over 26%. So that gain changed the business and the perspectives that you have.